everybody, my name is Alicia Nicole Jackson. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to do a lower body day. I have not posted in like a week. Not for any reason specifically. I just felt like I was tired. I post on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So between all three of those platforms, it's a lot, especially since my videos are going up and very quickly. Like I could literally feel that. So yeah, I was tired, no other reason. But we're back today with a lower body day. As you know, we're stretching for 7 minutes. I cut stretching short because I initially recorded it and I realized while I was recording it that it was way too close. So you only get 3 minutes, but I promise y'all I did the whole seven, okay? 7 minutes stretching. Just make sure you're moving your body and getting ready for exercise because you do not want to exercise without stretching, especially the older you get, honey. You get harder to recover. Them muscles be stiff, okay? It be stiff for a little bit. So make sure you guys are stretching and doing what you need to do. And today everything was 10, 10, 15, 8. I'm currently supposed to be bulking, but I didn't feel good last week, so I wasn't eating and I lost 3 pounds. So I don't know about bulking, but I look great. I'm not too worried. However, I'm still training very, very hard. So let's get straight into it. All right. So typically I warm up, and I actually did kickbacks off camera, kickbacks and fire hydrants. I would recommend doing fire hydrants. I do them banded just to activate my glutes. Especially if you don't feel the workouts in your glutes when you do them. This is a 60-pound weight. I'm gonna get into RDLs. I like to do RDLs this way, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go back to the old way of doing them. Cause I feel like this is just easier overall. But the more I look, I'm like, are you sure? So I have to just make sure I'm doing them slowly because I'm doing them with a dumbbell and it's so much easier. I think sometimes when you have an easier outlet, the form is kind of forgotten. So I'm just kind of like pushing through the workout, getting the reps done versus actually focusing and doing them slow, right? So for these 10 to 15, 8, you could do them how I'm doing them with a dumbbell. A lot of people like the Smith machine as well. I do not like the Smith machine. This is my favorite because it's the easiest. However, I was a RDL barbell warrior for a minute. So I may go back to that format because I feel like with this it's just, um, I'm just like trying to get through them. You know what I mean? Versus actually being focused. I feel like with the barbell, it's heavier and I think it requires more focus than just the dumbbell. So I may go back to the OG method. Who knows? But I hope you guys are having a great week. Happy Sunday. And yeah, I'm so excited for fall. I've never been so excited for fall. Typically, I'm not a fall person. But for some reason, this fall, I'm just excited. I think I like weather changes the older I get. I feel like I really, really love summer. But now that I'm maturing, I'm realizing like there's so much value in like fall and winter time, especially to reset, you know. I feel like the new year starts after the fall and winter. So if you haven't hit your goals already, this is a good time to get back on those goals. It's still lock in season, right? And I feel like the fall is a great time to like, okay, well, it's getting cooler outside. Let me see what I haven't accomplished. Let me see what I need to do. Let me see, where I need to go, what I need to focus on, right? And just getting those things done. So I'm super excited. Like I want chocolate chip cookies. I want to watch reruns of like a fall show, like Gilmore Girls. That's a great, great show. And it's one of those shows you could pick up and put down. I don't know if you guys have any shows like that where you could just like pick them up on a random episode and you're like, oh my goodness, it's still good. And I feel like anybody could watch from any point and kind of get into that series. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the weather change. I'm excited for the sweater weather. I'm excited for everything that fall has to bring. And I'm super excited that my reels have been going so well and the support and just the amount of people I'm helping. So that is awesome. I appreciate all the support. And remember for these it's 10, 10, 15, 8. You could do the RDLs whatever way you want. I just do them with a dumbbell because I literally take the RDLs from this form and then I turn around and do goblet squats. So it's just easy peasy. And I could record all in one area, especially since the gym was really crowded. I was so shocked because last Saturday, I don't know if I went Saturday or Sunday, it was empty. And then like it was like the club, honey. They was playing music and everything. which you'll eventually see when I get to the Smith machine. Okay, yeah. So you see what I did? I just turned around with the weight. We're gonna get into goblet squats 10, 10, 58. I know a lot of people have negative things to say about squats in general. A lot of people say they're not the best workout for glutes and lower body, and scientifically, you're actually correct. But I like squats and I like doing them. I like adding them to my routine, especially goblet squats. I've seen a lot of progress with these. I'm actually back with my trainer Omar, who initially helped me put on 15 pounds. It helped me bulk and break my metabolism and all those good things. And now I'm getting so much stronger. It's insane. Like I'm leg pressing like 320, which is crazy because I'm only 130. So it's like what, you know? But I'm leg pressing super heavy and I'm enjoying the results, and I love my trainer's workouts because of the fact that I never know what I'm gonna get. A couple weeks ago, he had me on a stairmaster with I think a 10-pound weight. That was insane. What's so funny? I saw a TikTok yesterday, and they were talking about how like the stairmaster eats up your feet. D'Angelo Danbury, I think that's his name, and that was so funny. Cause the stairmaster really does do that. It really does eat up your feet and your toes, and I don't know why it does that, you know. But that's hilarious. But the stairmaster works, you know. If you want to add some cardio to your routine, which I did, I just didn't include it. A great thing to do would be get on that stairmaster and get like a 10-pound weight. And for something like that, you gotta focus. Obviously, if you don't have a lot of stability, I wouldn't suggest that because you need to hold on to those rails. Okay, but that was a great weight. Like I feel like I burned so many calories, you know, holding on to that weight and doing the stairmaster like that, despite it eating up my toes and my feet. So that's just really really funny. I thought to include that. But at the end of this video, my cardio was the treadmill. I do the treadmill for 15 minutes on the highest incline, and I don't necessarily run, right? Especially now, since I wasn't feeling well and I lost the 3 pounds or whatever. I'm not running per se because I don't want to burn too many calories. But obviously, if you're trying to lose more fat than anything, it's okay to up the speed on the treadmill. You know, for me, it was just like I'm done with my workout. You know, and I'm just trying to, you know, include something that not only helps my cardiovascular system because it's cardio, but will help with my muscles because the treadmill is really good for that, especially if you do it on an incline. A lot of the gym girlies do it just to keep, you know, everything tight and right as far as their weight and things of that nature. So yeah, that's a really good alternative. There, that Stairmaster, as long as you don't care about your toes getting eaten up, that's all. I think it's just the Stairmaster steps should be bigger overall. I think the steps are too small and they should be bigger. So I think that's really what the issue is, you know, with the Stairmaster as far as everything is concerned. But yeah, I mean, if you don't mind that, go ahead. I'm sure it's different forms of cardio. Some people jump rope. A lot of people run around like a track. A lot of people do a lot of different things, you know. It's just whatever you like most. A lot of people still do Zumba. I haven't heard of Zumba in a long time, but a lot of people do Zumba. A lot of people like dancing as an alternative as far as cardio. It's whatever feels most comfortable to you because, see, I don't know who homie is, but it was a lot of people. It's whatever is most comfortable for you. You know, you have to like love what you're doing at the end of the day. Nobody can force you to do it, but you know, just make sure you're doing it. I feel like cardio is so overlooked, and even, you know, I probably should have included it in this video, but honey, we don't need it any longer. Just make sure you're doing your cardio because your heart is important. It's a muscle. You need it, honey. You really, really do. So, these were goblet squats. Remember, 10, 10, 15, 8. Knock these out. Get them done. Okay, run it up. Be great. And we're moving on to the next exercise. All right, so these are leg extensions. I love the leg extension machine. I don't know if there's a video where I don't include the leg extension machine. Especially my trainer's workouts. He has me doing these all the time, honey. Not sure if he has some type of leg extension bias, but they work really good for me. And my favorite thing to do is, instead of doing them bilateral, doing them unilateral, which basically means you're only using one side of your body, right? So versus me doing them bilateral and using both sides of my body, both legs right now, I would do one leg at a time. But today we didn't do them unilateral, and I'm thankful we didn't, because this workout was crazy. And I'm still sore from it, but to be honest, I sometimes do my own workouts, but I like doing my trainers because of the fact, like I said, he challenges me to do something different and he shakes it up. So I think that's the coolest part, and I feel like no matter how much you know, there is somebody who does know more, so you gotta kind of be open to learning from someone. And I've learned everything I know from him. That's why I created my guide, because I wish I would have knew the knowledge he gave me. Plus, he's already got his certification. He's been a gym manager. He's done training for a lot of different things, so he's very knowledgeable. He's been in the fitness industry for a long time, so um he's helped me so much, and I'm so thankful for him. If you watch this video, I'm thankful for you, Omar. You helped me a lot. And a lot of stuff he taught me I wish I knew earlier. My link in the bio, by the way, lower body guide. But a lot of stuff I wish I knew earlier, from him. And everything happens for a reason. I feel like when I did meet my trainer, it was the right time, because of the simple fact that I was actually ready to put the work in. If I would have met him 2 years earlier, I would have wasted his time. He probably wouldn't have respected me, because that's not good to play with people's time. But when I met him, it was the right time, and it's been amazing ever since. I just recommend the gym, and I'll continue posting my gym content. One, because I'm always have something to post, because I'm always be in there, and then two, for the simple fact, like it helps you so much in so many different ways, not just physically but mentally as well. Um, my God, I just you need like some form or outlet, right? In life, I feel like, especially you're not smoking, you're not drinking, you're not doing anything. You need something to help you or to deal with everyday things. And I feel like exercise is good, and it's also very healing, especially if you do your research on it. Exercise is healing, along with getting outside and just being in nature as well. But this is one of the ways that I just make sure I take care of myself the best I can. Okay. Um. Yeah. Just make sure to take care of yourself. Do what you need to. Make the most of it. I don't know. Here, right here, I'm like contemplating. Do I really want to do this? Like, is this really worth it? But I love leg extensions. Don't get me wrong. This is like one of my favorite workouts. So when he includes it, I'm always excited. I'm always excited to use a machine. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Um, because it just makes life easier when you're using a machine and everything like that. I feel like, especially if you're a beginner working out, the only machine that I don't like using, and when I see, I'm like, no, I want to run from, is that dang on Smith machine, which is in this video. Like, Smith machine squats are so tricky to me. You just got to be very, very careful, especially squatting that heavy weight on your back. So I don't know if that's, I can't even say it. I don't know if that's why my trainer doesn't include Smith machine squat so much in my workout, but I'm grateful he doesn't. Because of the simple fact, yeah, like Smith machine squats are good, but sometimes it's just hard on your body. So you have to definitely be careful. And that's why they say in the gym you should take a rest and you should take breaks, definitely, because doing those same repetitive things over and over again on your body is not necessarily the best. So you want to take those rest days, because you have to give your muscles time to recover. Your muscles are literally in here tearing. You're ripping them apart, okay? You're ripping them apart, and then you go home, you're eating your protein, let's hope, and then you're feeding them, and you're growing them bigger. So you need rest in between. Like, doing the same move over and over again you know, um, you need to just make sure you are spacing it out, resting, and definitely working your upper body as well. So when you have to get under machines that use your upper body like a Smith machine because you have to lift it, you have that type of cushion and support. All right, so let's get into these, honey. He said single leg press. I said okay. Um, now I ducked off into this little corner because, like I said, it was packed and it was a lot of people there. And the funny thing is, as soon as I got in this corner, people start coming there. So, yeah. But for the single leg press, uh, my trainer has me do this sometimes. I haven't done it in a minute. Sometimes I do this, like when he says like what's the machine he has me do, like the assisted pull up, right? He'll have me put my leg on that and then push down. And sometimes when that's taken, I just do this. Now this would be considered a unilateral movement because obviously I'm only using one leg at a time. But honey, I got to this, I was tired. My legs was tired. I'm like, do I really have to do this? Not gonna lie, those RDLs and those goblet squats, starting out with those was insane. And I also did the kickbacks, like I said, so those were crazy too. So I was tired, honey. I took a lot of breaks during this, but we get it done nonetheless. I look great. I really, really like this outfit too. I think gray is one of my colors. Which is so funny because I typically like bright and girly stuff, but this was super cute, y'all. So I felt really, really cute doing this workout yesterday. I was like, ow, okay, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's do it. And for this, as far as the single leg press, I think I'm lifting. I think I went up to 115. And the reason that I'm doing 115 on each leg is because the sled itself is actually a significant amount of weight. Typically, it's like 30 or 40 pounds, which makes logical sense, right? Because if I'm lifting the 115 plus the 40 on each leg, and then both legs, I'm leg pressing like 320, that pretty much adds up, right? So that makes sense. At this point, I was just trying to get this done and record as fast as possible. Because I'm like, I'm almost through the workout. Another reason why I like getting my workouts from someone else is because of the fact that I feel like it's an achievement to get it all done. Because of the fact my trainer challenges me, I'm like, okay, when I'm halfway through that workout, I'm like, wow, like I really did this. It's like basically a to do list you gotta scratch off. So yeah, I was like, I'm halfway through this. Let me get it done. Okay, let me get it over with and leg press this thing out. 10, 10, 15, 8 for everything. And when you do the unilateral movements, nothing changes. It's 10 on your right leg, 10 on your left, and then so on and so forth for the rest of the sets. I love this gym set too. I feel like I have every color. I feel like you guys mainly see me in this, but I love this gym set too, honey. I like it in tan and gray. I actually do like the neutral colors the best, honey. I'm trying to figure out what other color I can get it in that's neutral. I got green, tan, brown, gray. I can't really think of too much else, but look at me. I needed a break. Oh man, I'm so funny. Sometimes I'm like, okay, at some point I'm just gonna start dressing like Adam Sandler to the gym. But it never happens. I love wearing my cute clothes. You know why? Because the cute clothes motivate me. When I get there and, I've done my before gym ritual, I've showered, I've moisturized, I did skincare, put on a little mascara, lip gloss, whatever it is. By the time I get there, I'm feeling good and I'm feeling beautiful, and it makes me more confident to get the workout done and to take pictures and post content because, I got to keep the content going. So, I like dressing up for the gym. I'm not sure if you guys do too. You know, sometimes you're just busy, right? After work, you gotta go, okay? You might just have to switch into those clothes or whatever and get your workout done. But when I have the time to like actually relax and pour into myself and look good for the gym, I'm always gonna do it because one, I'm gonna feel more confident, I'm gonna take better pictures, I'm gonna have a better workout, and I'm gonna be happier overall, right? So if you are ever like feeling like, dang, maybe I shouldn't go to the gym, if you have the bandwidth, get some cute gym clothes and go. Even men too, okay? Y'all could get some cute gym clothes as well, okay? Throw on your gym shark, whatever you wear. Get dressed up, bring some water, and go, and you'll feel a lot better. All right, so next, oh my goodness, it was so many people over here, y'all. Look, and they was playing Future, honey. Um, I don't know if you guys, you may know who Future is. I feel like my audience knows who Future is. They say he's the toxic king. We don't do toxicity over here, but I like some of his songs. You feel me? Just gotta rebuke the lyrics after you done listening. Anyways, I play too much. Let's get into the Smith machine. 10, 10, 15, 8. Okay. Um, this was my first time on the Smith machine in a long time. I've been neglecting the Smith machine, and like I said, I'm not mad about it. I feel a lot better. My body feels better. My back feels better. My neck feels better when I'm not doing Smith. Can't even say it. When I'm not doing Smith machine squats constantly. Okay, because dang, you know, they are heavy on your back. Even though I look very happy right here, they are heavy on your back and your body. So I think I started out at 50, 60, 70, 70, and worked my way up to 100. Um, and that's as heavy as I went. And I was pretty happy about it because, you know, I have not done it in so long. So, yeah, he was like, get on the Smith machine. I'm like, okay, this is like my least favorite machine at the gym. So I'm like, let me just get this done. I think this is my second to last workout. Like I said, it was a lot of people, y'all. I'm like, bruh, what? Everybody was there. Everybody was there. I'm like, Jesus. Okay, hey everybody. But you know, whatever. We get the workout done regardless. The crazy thing about posting content is when you have to set up like your tripod or whatever you use to record, you become so much more confident because of the simple fact you're doing it in front of everybody. You stop caring what people think. And I think that's so cool, and that really does inspire and encourage the people around you to kind of set up their tripod and stuff. So, you know, if you guys care what people think too much, I would encourage you to set up a tripod and start recording. I feel like the key to like confidence is doing things that make you uncomfortable for a long period of time. And not anything bad necessarily that makes you uncomfortable. Obviously, don't do anything to hurt yourself or disrespect yourself or other people, right? But if it's like it comes with growth and you just want to try some things, that's the best thing to do, right? So, this is a great way to get you out of your comfort zone and actually make you more confident around others, right? Because regardless of how I'm feeling, for the most part, I show up to the gym and I record. Okay, it doesn't matter who's around as long as it's respectful and the gym people are cool. This and I'm back at my favorite gym. I didn't mention you guys. I'm finally back. I came back to my OG gym. I was having issues for weeks with the young lady that worked there. Now I don't see her no more. Thank Jesus. I had to call the manager. I had to talk to him about it. He had to talk to her again. It was like his second or third time. And I was like, let me just give this some time, right? Let me let this blow over. And I came back a couple of months later, but I had to talk to the manager. I had to give them a review and everything. It was crazy. But I'm back. So I'm happy about that. But, you know, recording here is one of my favorite things to do. And I would just encourage anybody, especially if you're trying to build confidence, to just do things that make you like that scare you, right? That's the only way to do it. Like a lot of times posting is a scary thing, but I still do it regardless. So um I think that's really the key to confidence, because a lot of people are scared, a lot of people are faking it. We just keep showing up, you know. That's literally it. It's not like magical thing we're doing. We're just keep showing up and pushing through the discomfort, right? And as long as you have a big end goal in mind, you know. So yeah, y'all, it was just packed. I'm like, oh my gosh. Everybody here. And then when I was done and I was like looking at the gym, I was actually happy so many people were there because I mean, what better place to be on a weekend than the gym? You could be doing anything else, but you chose yourself and your body and to put yourself first. And I think that's so cool. So, shout out to everybody that was there. But in the moment, I'm like, dang. But I don't own a gym, you know, and that's the thing about recording too. Is like people gonna walk through. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So yeah, I know that looks like a whole bunch of weight. I promise you it's not. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's only 90. I went up to 100. I'm not super concerned with lifting heavy on the Smith machine anymore. I think as long as I lift heavy on one machine, I'm okay. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's ego. I don't know what that is, but as long as I'm leg pressing 320, I don't need to be 320 everywhere. You know what I mean? Like my body is cool with that. Okay, we don't need to be 320 squatting or this and that. Now I say that now, but that might change in a couple of months, right? Who knows? And one thing I can say is heavy weight definitely builds muscle. So um eventually you kind of gotta go up at some point, but we'll see what happens. I'm just starting back on here, and so far so good. Nothing is better than when you come to the gym and you are already feeling good, you're feeling pretty, and then the pictures hitting, the videos hitting, everything's hitting. You know what I mean? The gym angles hitting, everything just hitting. It's perfect. This was one of those days. And I definitely needed that workout. I felt like it blew off some steam. Because a lot of time when we go through our day to day, we be thinking we tripping and bugging, but sometimes it's other people's energy. It's not even ours. Especially if you're an empath, you naturally pick up on what a lot of other people are feeling, you know. So you think you be tripping and be angry and be sad and stuff. It really be other people energy, you know, that you come in contact with, that are around you. So you got to make sure that you cleanse yourself, and the exercise is very healing, like I said, especially that sweating, cleansing all those things out of you, you know. So man, go cleanse, y'all. Go cleanse and drink your water. When I was down for 3 days, I wasn't eating a lot, which is probably good because I feel like this time around I started off dirty bulk, and I was eating cupcakes and just a lot of takeout and stuff. And I feel like I probably needed to lose that weight in those 3 pounds and fast. And I feel like I look real good now. I don't know why I'm so happy right now. So I needed to lose that weight, you know, because the way I got it wasn't right. And something about like not doing things the healthy way, I swear you're gonna be able to see that. So just make sure you're doing it right, you know. You can't go to the gym and then go eat 10 double cheeseburgers. You could. I won't judge you. But if you ask for my opinion, I would be honest and be like, maybe you should go use that money, go to Aldi and get some ingredients for a salad. You know, nice little salad. Okay, you feel me? Go get some turkey breast. You want to make a meal? Get some turkey. Excuse me, not turkey breast. Some ground turkey. Make a turkey burger, a homemade turkey burger with bruschetta buns. Boom. There we go. So guys, I did my last set off camera, but remember 10 10 15 8 for those Smith machine squats. Let's get into the last thing. I know you're like, what is this girl doing, honey? I'm doing something called duck walks, okay? My trainer did not tell me to do this. So I know he watching this video like, who told you to duck walk? He told me to bear crawl. I wasn't about to bear crawl. It was too crowded, okay? But bear crawling is different. However, duck walk is perfect for lower body day. You essentially just lunge forward and stay low. That's literally all. And the weight is good for resistance, for added resistance. So I did it with a 25-pound weight, guys, because I'm like, yeah, you know, let's do that. Let's add that, okay? um, it's always good to add weight. That's my way to like spice things up or make things harder. If you want to make something harder, if something is getting too easy in your workout, add a weight to it. Add a weight to it, and I promise you, you'll be like, oh shoot, you know. That's the best way to make things shake, to shake things up. Shake it up. So here's me shaking it up. I didn't do 10 10 15 8 for this. That would have been crazy. Okay, you could do that if you want to, but have some water close by. All right. All I did was I ducked walk 4 times. So one time forward, one time back. That's one. One time forward, one time back is two. So on and so forth. 4 times, and then I did finish off with the treadmill for 15 minutes, high incline, low on the speed. But if you're trying to lose fat as well, you could up that speed. You could run, whatever makes you feel good. If you want to do the stairmaster, you could do that form of cardio. If you want to jump rope, if you want to do hopscotch, whatever cardio you feel most comfortable with, make sure you add that at the end of your workouts. Um, because you need cardio for your heart, y'all. Okay, we over here trying to be healthy. Okay, think in the right places, not the wrong ones. Let's go. All right. Remember, guys, 10, 10, 15, 8. Last one, 4 stats. Okay. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope that you accomplish great things. If you want to put out content, please do it. The world is going to SHIT. So you might as well post, okay? You never know what it will get you. And I hope you eliminate anything that's unhealthy for you. Get out of unhealthy environments. Stay away from people that make you anxious and make your nervous system feel like you're in fight or flight, because it'll soon show you why you want to take flight or fight, and we don't do that, right? Um, have a good week. Eat something healthy. Drink a lot of water. I pray, so pray if you need to. Talk to God. Um, and yeah, get a good workout in, y'all. This was a great lower body day. I felt impeccable. I was feeling real cute. Okay, cute with an accent on the E. Cute T. All right. Have a good week. Talk to you guys next week. Bye.